Let me show you something wild and something that's currently in our showroom. It's a 1957 Chevy Bel Air convertible, and yes, it's for sale. People don't just look at this car, they react to it. They smile, they point, they yell out, "Hey, my grandma had one of those," even if she probably didn't. This isn't just a beautiful classic car, it's a conversation magnet. At car shows, gas stations, grocery store parking lots, it doesn't matter. You sit in one of these, and suddenly everyone wants to talk to you because in the universe of American classics, almost nothing hits like a 57 Bel Air convertible. Just picture this, it's the mid 1950s, and America is booming. Rock and roll is exploding on the radio, diners are glowing, and Chevy's in the middle of its legendary Tri 5 run 55, 56, 57. And Chevy's throwing everything they got into modern design: sleeker bodies, stronger engines, and a style language that would ultimately define the decade. And in 1957 in particular, Chevy needed a knockout. Ford was on their heels in sales. They were basically breathing down Chevy's neck. And when I say it was close, how close was it? Both companies sold over 1.5 million cars that year. And Chevy beat out Ford by just 136 cars. The knockout punch? The 1957 Bel Air. Tail fins like jet wings, chrome like a crown, and gold trim that made the car, quite frankly, look like it's just rolled straight off of a Hollywood set. Out of all those Chevys produced and sold in 57, again, 1.5 million cars, only about 48,000, though, were two-door Bel Air convertibles. That's it. A tiny slice of production. And that's partly because this was a premium model. The starting price for this car in 57, around $2,500, but that's roughly $29,000 and $2025. Not cheap in 1957, but not meant to be. It was for buyers who wanted luxury, style, and the thrill of a convertible. So, what makes the 57 Bel Air convertible so special? Why does this car, out of all of the 1950s American metal, still stop people in their tracks? Well, first, it's the look, the tail fins, the hood rockets, the gold trim. You can pretty much show a silhouette of a 57 Bel Air to someone who doesn't know a single thing about classics, and they'd still say, "Oh, that's a 57 Chevy." And second, it had features way ahead of its time. In 1957, most cars were still pretty basic functional cars. They get you to point A and point B. But if you ordered a Bel Air convertible in 1957, you could get power steering, power brakes, power windows, a signal seeking radio, and yes, an electric powered soft top in 1957. Third, the engine changed everything. In 1957, Chevy introduced the legendary 283 cubic inch small block V8 with optional fuel injection. And it made the magic number: 1 horsepower per cubic inch. That was jaw dropping for the era. And lastly, the 57 Bel Air became the nostalgia car. Movies, posters, t shirts, family stories that, quite frankly, definitely didn't happen the way your uncle remembers them. It's the car everyone recognizes, even if they've never seen one in person. As for the 57 Bel Air convertible, it's largely considered the holy grail of Tri Fives. And the Bel Air convertible you see on your screen right now, it's currently for sale in our showroom. Not only is it truly beautiful, and as you can see, it is beautiful, but it's also got that revolutionary 283 small block V8 with a factory correct dual quad 4-barrel setup a power antenna, dual exhaust, fender skirts, and even white wall tires. The interior, as you can see, is in beautiful shape, and so is the paint. The installed options on this beauty included the power soft top. However, while the power top motor works, one of the cylinders that makes the top go up and down needs some attention to restore it to working properly. Don't misunderstand, the top goes up and down easily, but for now it must be done manually. The owner had this car for over 30 years and he loved this car and it shows. This 57 Bel Air convertible is more than metal and chrome. It's a true piece of American performance history. It's a time capsule, a rolling piece of American optimism, a reminder of when cars had style, soul, and more than just a little bit of swagger. These are things you don't typically see in new cars today. You know, nearly 7 decades later, the 57 Chevy Bel Air still makes people smile. It still makes them point, tell stories, and relive memories, real ones or, well, sometimes embellished ones. It's still legendary. It was legendary then, and it's unforgettable now. Not because it's an old car, not because it's beautiful, but because it still makes people feel something. And that's incredible. Thanks for watching. Life is too short to drive something common. If you enjoyed this brief ride, hit like, follow us, and join us for the next ride. And if you're ready to level up your garage, be sure to check out our current inventory at rarerides.com. Catch you on the next ride.